GTA 5. It's a game filled with thousands of different items, ranging from cool cars to overpowered weapons and this place. But what we see isn't everything Rockstar developed, because there's what's called cut content, which is fully developed items that never made it into the final version of the game. And yes, I'm about to show you all of it. So yeah, subscribe. This took me forever to find, and let's start it off with some weapons, specifically laser sights. Because in the original GTA 5 trailer, there's a small part where Michael robs a jewelry store, and if we rewind a little bit and zoom in on his gun, we can see what I'm almost positive is a laser sight. Like, yeah, you could argue,
oh no, that's a flashlight.
But the character next to him has a flashlight and it looks completely different. There's also just been data miners that have found leaked, unused assets of laser sights, and if you don't believe that, probably the biggest evidence is in pre-release screenshots. You can literally see the police using a laser on Trevor, so I don't know, it seems like it was supposed to be a thing. There's also the shovel, which is a weapon we've seen in other Grand Theft Autos before, and yeah, I think it was supposed to be in GTA 5, because not only is it a prop you can find around the map, we can also see it being used multiple times throughout story mode. Like in the Bury the Hatchet mission, we can see Trevor grab a shovel and use it to start digging, or just when walking at the top of the map, there's a random event that can happen where NPCs are just using a shovel to dig something. So we know the shovel's functional, and possibly the biggest evidence is in the game files, because there's a file called weapons_not used for now, and when you open it, the shovel is in there. So I mean, I don't know, take that how you want. And something super similar is the fire axe, because again, it's a prop you can find around the map. It's actually used by Michael in a mission, and of course, it's in the game files. Then once again, basically the exact same thing can be said for the pipe wrench and a lasso, which, side note, having a lasso in GTA would be, it'd be interesting. But yeah, they can both be seen throughout the game. They're both found in the game files. You get the point. But something we actually have a lot of evidence to prove it was supposed to be in GTA is this lighter. Like, for starters, in this pre-release artwork, we can see Trevor holding a jerry can and a lighter, both of which were planned to be used together. Because in 2012, this Game Informer magazine came out, which was supposed to inform everybody about the upcoming features in GTA 5. And if you go to page 58, you can see this. And yeah, if you can't read that fast, it basically just says how Trevor doused the ground in gasoline and then drops his lit Zippo and steps back to admire his work. And while that obviously never happened, something similar did, like being able to light fire with your gun. It's also worth mentioning, you can still find this lighter as a prop around the map, and it looks almost identical to the one Trevor was holding. But anyway, yeah, there's also a bunch more weapons found in the game files, like swords, slightly different looking grenades, and weapons that look super similar to ones we already have, but are technically a little bit different. But other than being in the game files, I don't have any like concrete evidence to support their existence. So instead of talking about all of those, let's just talk about some unreleased vehicles in GTA 5. Starting with one of my favorites, the Combine Harvester, which actually was a usable, drivable vehicle in GTA 4, but in GTA 5, it's nowhere to be found. Or is it? Because if you go to the Yellowjack Inn, there's a bunch of weird pictures around this place, and one of them used to be this, the Combine Harvester. And now, yeah, I know, obviously this isn't like solid proof it was supposed to be in the game, but it is, you know, it's still interesting and still a possibility. We also have a massive green plane that has never been in the game for players to buy, but it's made a couple appearances. Only 2 times though, one of which was in Michael's trailer, where there's a small airport scene, and I kid you not, there's like one singular frame where you can see this, which, yeah, if you can't tell, is the plane. The other time we got a much clearer image, because if you don't remember, when GTA 5 first came out, the Elite Travel website looked like this. The entire UI was different, and if you went to buy the Shamal, how do you say that?
Shamil.
If you went to buy this plane, right in the background, you could again see that green plane. So yeah, I mean, it's clearly done. It looks like it was supposed to be in the game, but we've never seen it, and let's be honest, we never will. There's also this thing, which I mean is hideous. It literally looks like a Nissan Cube and whatever car my editor decides to put in my hand just like had a baby and formed this unfortunate like looking thing. I don't even know how to explain it, man. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy this one didn't make it into the game, but basically if you go in Simeon's office, you can find this little poster just chilling here. I also think this is that car in the original GTA 5 trailer, but that I could definitely be wrong on. I'm not too sure. But one thing I'm not wrong about is in the GTA 5 trailer, you can see the Bodhi and the I'm so bad at car names.
Cabrio.
Driving around as streetcars, even though that has never been a thing. And if you look into the game's code, it also reveals that the Cheetah was supposed to be a street NPC car, which, again, believe it if you want, but I do know it'd be sick if we had all of these cars just driving around GTA. There was also supposed to be horses, which I don't know if that counts as a vehicle, but people ride them, so we'll just talk about them. Because horses are actually seen quite a bit throughout the game, like in horse racing, obviously, but there's also a lot more. Like in this movie, Capilvoro, or how, nobody watches movies, okay? I don't know how to say it. But if you do watch this horror movie, you can see horses in it. And even more interesting is in certain Pisswasser commercials, there's actually footage of Red Dead Redemption horses, which, yeah, pretty interesting. And then once again, according to the game files, there was a heist that got cut, and one of the main points of that heist would be Trevor or Michael would have to steal a horse. And yeah, if we just talk about game file things, I could go on forever. Like this truck was supposed to have a lift that worked. There's an unknown plane, but I mean, yeah, other than being in the game files, there's no proof this stuff ever was supposed to exist. So instead of talking about them, let's just talk about some unused features in GTA 5, because these are probably the craziest. And we'll start off with a pretty stupid but pretty funny one, because on November 12th of 2012, Rockstar tweeted out this and basically said how Turkish will be a supported language in GTA 5. However, a few days later, that tweet got deleted and Turkish is still nowhere to be found in GTA 5. There was also going to be the ability to buy apartments and businesses and whatever else you buy on your phone in story mode, because in the official gameplay trailer, we can see this. Someone buying an apartment in story mode. And we know it's story mode because the whole entire video is about story mode. I mean, the title is quite literally Grand Theft Auto V official gameplay video. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like that idea just got scrapped. But probably the biggest behind the scenes GTA 5 leak was by an ex-Rockstar employee who posted everything he did for the game on his own personal website. This did not make Rockstar happy. So now it's all gone, but you can use this little Wayback Machine website to see what it used to look like. And when scrolling through, I'm not gonna lie, most of it is just what ended up coming out, but not all of it, because we do have some things like old HUD designs that we've never seen before. It also seems like online was originally gonna be called multiplayer, which thankfully that never happened. Online sounds way better. We can also see this Chop Dog app UI and all of these designs, which, unless I'm missing something, I've never heard of the Chop Dog app. We can also see all the ammunition stores before with all the temp branding stuff, and then after, once it's done, we also see a bunch of ammunition posters and logos, along with almost all the brands in the game's logos. Basically, this dude just showed us everything. But yeah, all of that leak stuff was posted by someone else. I'm just showing it to you for educational purposes on how games are made. YouTube, do not take down my video. Educational purposes only. But then, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that never made it into the game, but Rockstar doesn't show any of it besides for this dude. So finding all of these beta items is extremely difficult, so I think I'm gonna end the video there. Subscribe.